Okie dokie, new watch. Didn't think I'd be making any more videos, but I recently busted my SKX. Like the title says, this watch in here is, the price is about 1.1 or 1.2% of the watch I'm comparing it to. And the watch I'm comparing it to is the Rolex Explorer. And I do that because it's the same style of watch. So, can you guess the brand from the packaging? You probably can. It's an Addiesdive. Now, which one is it? It is one that people have been going nuts about because the quality for the price is unbelievable. If you buy these things from AliExpress, you can get them as low as about $45 US. Someone's popped up as a dealer on Amazon Germany, so they have pretty much all the models available. And yeah, I decided now is the time. If it's coming from Germany, I trust the postage from Germany a lot more. And so here we go, a little unboxing. Lovely little watch. It's the one with the sand dunes dial. This is a what do they call this? A Mecha Quartz, the VH31 movement in it. So it's a quartz movement with a bit of a sweep, something like a low beat cycle maybe. The reason I wanted another watch, God, that band is massive. That will fit a really big fat arm, that will. But the reason I wanted another watch was I have yet again busted my modded SKX, my favourite watch. Today I'm wearing my Armitron. My most expensive watch is the Rolex Explorer. I've sold all the other expensive ones off. But my favourite watch is the Seiko SKX 007 with the modded bezel and the Jubilee bracelet. That gets wrist time of about 9 months a year. So that is my favourite watch, but it is a little bit fragile. I always thought it was a great buy because it's a certified diver. And you know, just take it on holiday, don't bother taking it off, go in the water with it, shower with it on if I forget, no problem. But it doesn't take shocks very well, and I've dropped it twice, I've broken the movement twice. I was gonna buy another one, but I thought, what the hell, I'll give one of these a shot because of that beautiful oyster case. It doesn't have it has a mineral crystal, not a sapphire, but yeah. I am going to unwrap this. There are dozens of reviews of this thing online now, so I'm not going to give a massive review, but I will compare it later, size-wise and curves and fit and finish and feel, to the watch that it costs 1.1% off, and that will be a Rolex Explorer, because it's kind of it's doing its own thing. I don't think it's a homage of any particular one, but you've got an Explorer Oyster style case, or just a Rolex Oyster perpetual case shape, and then it's got this textured dial which is a little bit reminiscent of something that Grand Seiko might produce, and the indices look like that as well. So I'm going to unwrap it and I will get back to you after I've sized it up, the push pins, so it should be pretty easy. So here it is now, sized up from my 6 3/4 inch wrist. Took about 3 links out, and it is exactly 100 grams now, and it is very, very nice. This is the one that busted the other day. This is what caused me to get a new watch. I dropped this one for the second time. This is my modded Seiko SKX. It's my favourite watch. This is my Rolex Explorer, the 214270. This has been away in the watch box for a while because, yeah, I just haven't felt like wearing it. But yeah, this one is not in good condition. The movement is busted again, and they will charge me twice as much to fix this that this cost. And I think that's quite incredible. that this is so cheap. It's unbelievable. The quality is fantastic for the money. Any negatives about this? The fact that it's an homage to different types of watches. You've got the Grand Seiko inspiration on the textured dial. Rolex don't do that. And then you've got the Rolex Oyster style case, which is fantastic. Oyster style bracelet, pretty decent clasp on it, with 5 micro adjustments and a milled clasp. It's actually better than the clasp that was on the Grand Seiko that I had, the blue one. Normally I'm a meat and potatoes type of guy. Steel watch, steel bracelet, black dial. That's what I've usually bought. But at this price, I think I can afford to start experimenting with some colours and see how it turns out. And I really like this. It's very comfortable now. It's sized well, and yeah, it's lovely. You can see it's not the quality of the Rolex, but it is quality. I can tell you, you're getting a lot for the money here. When this one got busted, before I thought of getting this, before I went out and checked Amazon, I went into a store, a Seiko store, and I tried the SRP E, which is the non-diving version, or the so-called Dress KX. They had one in with the blue dial, and something fell off. It's smaller than this. It's not. It hasn't got the heft. It's not a proper dive watch. It doesn't have a screw-down crown, and there was just something that I thought it was going to be the great watch, because I love this case shape and it's got that, but there was just something about it that felt a little bit off. And yeah, I was kind of underwhelmed straight away looking at that one. But in the same store, they had the updated version. I think it's called the SRPD, or the so-called, no, not the SRPD, I can't remember, but it's the updated version of the classic Seiko SNX and SNXS maybe. The one that Houdinki once said looks like a Rolex for almost no money. And that was like, it cost twice as much as the, no, not twice as much, but it was a lot more expensive than the Dress KX. And I tried it on and it was really nice. I think they've done some nice improvements, but was it worth that kind of money? I'm not sure how much it is. I'll put some text up on the bottom here, right down here, where you can see how much it was going for. And I tried it on, and the feel of it was not as good as this. So the Addiesdive here, this is the AD2030. It's got the Mecha Quartz movement, screw down crown, screw down case back, and it feels great. It looks great. It's not a copy, it's not a clone of one watch. It's got characteristics of Rolex, it's got characteristics of something else. Rolex never do a colour like this on the dial. They don't do textured dials, so it's not looking to be a Rolex ripoff. And I think that's a smart move for Addiesdive, because this is really a nice watch, very comfortable. And I don't know when I'm going to get this one fixed, sometime, but this is going to be my daily driver for quite a while. And I'm interested to see just how accurate it is. I'll give it a week or so, and I set it quite accurately on the Time Is website. But the way it feels, the finishing on the edges of the bracelet, that's something you notice when you wear it like I do. The Rolex Explorer is immaculate in that sense. It just fits beautifully, feels great on, everything's soft, there are no hard edges. This one feels like something a step up above the two Seikos I mentioned. above the new SNXS model, and definitely a step above the SRP E models, the Dress KX, and it kind of reminds me a little bit of the way the original Black Bay 36 felt. I had that one for about a year. It's the original 36 Black Bay with the ETA movement, and so the smile on the dial, and it kind of feels like that. Well made, but has some harder edges. But I'm just comparing it to the Explorer, and yeah, this one lives up to its size. The diameter of this is just under 39. This is almost 37. The lug to lug length is 46. It's got a stupid 19mm, but again, that's the 19mm between the lugs. You've got to overlook that when you're getting something so cheap for and such a great watch, and it's really good. And I'm probably gonna get myself another one. There's a GMT one available, same I think the same case, the same oyster style case with a cream dial, and it's definitely got a ripped off Grand Seiko inspired rip-off dial on it. It's a GMT with a blue GMT hand, but they've done a smart thing with it on the Addiesdive, that they've moved the date down to 6, and it gives the watch a slightly better symmetry. And yeah, I really like this. A very nice watch. It's the type of watch that you think that's a classic watch. It's the type of watch you'd find in your granddad's drawer, I think. Beautiful. So a lot of watch for the money. Let's just try the Explorer on so you can see. This will probably feel and look massive now, comparing it to that one. But let's just try it. You can't really feel. It's just the Rolex. There's no give in the bracelet at all. There's a little bit of flex in this, and yeah, let's just try that on. Very, very nice. So this is not going to be sold. Definitely keeping it. Maybe special occasions, or if I just get tired of this. But I'm thinking this one is gonna be getting a lot of wrist time. I really like it, and I just wanted something robust, you know. This 7S26 movement in this, it can be regulated so it runs well. After I got it changed the last time, they regulated it as well, and it was running at plus 1.5 seconds per day, and it did so for a very long time. More than 2 years it was running like that. And I had it off a couple of times and stored away for a few weeks, but then I put it back on, and once it got going, it was back up to the 1.5 seconds per day. But they can't take a knock. I've dropped this one twice. I've busted the movement twice. So now I've gone Mecha Quartz with this one. I've set the time. I've screwed the case, the crown back down. I won't have to touch this now for months, hopefully. And it will just keep on ticking. So yeah, that is the Addiesdive AD2030. And it is a lovely little watch, and at this price I can explore. I can afford to go and play with a few different dial colors, I think. But I'm thinking the GMT is coming up next. Very nice. Okay, that's it. Bye for now. See ya.